Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Hamza, nice to see you here. Thanks for stopping in and joining for today's stream. So I know you've been here before, but as usual, we're going to be doing the AMA style live stream. So if you guys have anything you want to hear about or see on the channel or just kind of talk about in the stream, please leave a chat in the live comment section. And I will definitely do my best to answer it and kind of touch on all the topics that you guys want to hear about. But of course, as per usual, we start here on the coin market cap, and actually about 10 or 15 minutes ago, Bitcoin was over $60,000. I actually did a YouTube short about it, so kind of disappointed to see it fall back down, but we are still extremely close to the $60,000 mark for Bitcoin, which is still super cool to see. If you've watched the streams and even some of the videos before, you'll know that I still believe that we will see another final run of Bitcoin and most likely the rest of the market before the end of 2021 and possibly into 2022. And I think Bitcoin getting closer and closer to 60,000 as well as its all-time high is a really good indication of that actually happening. Hamza, you said Bitcoin just 5K away from all-time high, so yeah, it's definitely really exciting. You know, I'm hoping that we see it. You know, it's been taking its time, and you know, I personally think that's good. You know, I think there's a lot more stability in, you know, a couple $1,000s, you know, every week, or you know, in a slower time frame. You know, if Bitcoin shot up $20,000 in a single day, it's probably not going to last. So this slower climb, I think, is really good. So that's nice to see. Ethereum doing really well too. It's up around 3,800, just over, so that's doing really nice. And then really the rest of the market here this morning is looking kind of in the red. So, you know, it's kind of interesting to see. You know, we talk a lot about how, you know, a lot of the altcoins will follow Bitcoin, but, you know, this is a good example of that. That's not always the case. So, you know, ADA, Cardano, 215 still, you know, doing pretty good, but Binance Coin's down about 2.5%, Dogecoin's down about 3.6%, Litecoin's down a little bit, Shiba's down a little bit, but hey, you know, with Shiba specifically, I don't know if, Hamza, it looks like you're here and one other person, but I don't know if anybody who's here owns any Shiba, but this down 12%, this is still up an incredible amount from where it was, you know, this time last week or, you know, 2 weeks ago at this point. But, you know, Shiba went on a really good run up about, it was like 700% or something in the week last week. So super cool to see it going up like that. There's been a lot of talk about Shiba Inu and some of the burns that are going to be coming with it. So I think holding Shiba right now is a really good idea, and I do have some, but you know, again, this does look like it could be the next Dogecoin. Do I think it'll ever get to the price of Dogecoin? Not without a significant burn, and when I say significant burn, I mean like 99% of the circulating supply would need to be burned for it to get up to, you know, right around, you know, 5 to 10 cents. So it is definitely a cool coin, and you know, I think the team really wants it to do a lot and continue moving. So, you know, we'll hold on to it, and obviously I'll keep everyone updated here on the channel. But Hamza, you said I sold my Shiba at 3.2. Well, hey, I mean, that's a really good profit, you know, of course, depending on when you bought in, but, you know, that's higher than it was for a long time. You know, it crushed its all-time high, and, you know, went a little bit higher than that. So, you know, that's good. Hey, you know, everybody makes their own decisions on when they want to sell and all that, and if you were in the green, congratulations, and I'm glad it worked out for you, because, you know, nothing better than getting some profits and being able to take the profits at, you know, the best times. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. You know, if it gets much higher than where it's at, you know, like I said, unless a pretty significant burn gets put into place, I don't think it's going to get much higher than maybe dropping another 0. So, you know, maybe this will be a 1 or a 2. But, you know, again, they're talking about doing burns and stuff like that, so we'll see how that all goes. But that had a really eventful week last week, and then really the rest of the markets weren't too eventful last week. I didn't do a live stream like this last week because I had that other one running, and for the 3 people who are here, again, thank you for showing up and supporting the live stream here. But if you guys did tune into the auto faucet collecting live stream, what did you guys think of that, and would you like to see more live streams like that? That was kind of a first test. I think it ran for about 9 days. So I'm just kind of interested to get your feedback. I've been really experimenting with some of those auto faucets recently, as you've probably seen in the pre-recorded videos. You know, I've done a few videos on auto faucet, Express Crypto, the final auto faucet, and then I did one on fire faucet for today. So those auto faucets seem to be really good, and I'm kind of thinking of doing a series of how much can you realistically earn if you worked on those auto faucets and built up the levels and the rewards and stuff like that. So would you guys like to see more of those live streams where it's, you know, showing the claims and stuff like that, especially for the longer period of time? You know, it was something I decided to try. You know, I've seen other YouTube channels have success with extended live streams. So definitely, you know, something new I wanted to try. Alright, so Hamza, you said I am using NiceHash but want to switch and mine Ethereum on a pool. Can you suggest good Ethereum pools with minimum thresholds? Yeah, so that's a really good question. I'm currently mining Ethereum, and I am mining it on HiveOS. So let me pull up the Hivon pool here. So this is the Hivon pool. This is the pool that I am currently mining to. I like this specifically because I am using the HiveOS mining software, and I get some benefits for using their pool. Before, oh, what did I mine? Oh, no, I mined a NiceHash before. That's what I had done. So, you know, this, you can get a good calculation of, you know, however many mega hashes. You know, right here it's expecting about $6.74. Or 0.00181 Ethereum per 100 mega hashes that you submit to the pool. So that's pretty nice. They do daily payouts as long as you have a minimum of 0.1 Ethereum. So their payout is a little bit on the higher side, but they do pay out below that. I just have to find, like, if you mine for a while and just aren't getting there, what they do is, I think it's like every 2 weeks, as long as you have over like 1,000 Ethereum Satoshis, they pay. So you wouldn't get the daily payouts, but yeah. So this is the pool that I currently mine on. Like I said, I like it because I use HiveOS, and I think it gives, yeah, a 0% pool fee. That's what I kind of like through, you know, having that. And they also pay you for your stale shares, which is pretty rare, I think. You know, I haven't done a ton of research on that, but as long as your mining rig is submitting good shares most of the time, this will pay you for the stale ones. And there's a system that if it submits a ton of stale shares, you know, you won't obviously get paid for those. But this seems to work really well. I've been mining on this probably for the last 8 to 10 months. You know, obviously I did switch over and use Unmineable for a while, but I have not mined to a different pool for Ethereum specifically than this one. Obviously, like what is it, ETH hash? Or no, that's the miner. I can't think of what the what that pool is called. I was trying to think of what that other one was called. Let me do, because I've heard of a few other ones here. Ethermine, that was the one I was trying to think of. This is another good one as well. Which again, you know, they're very similar. They're going to do the same thing more or less. I don't know a ton about this one. I've never mined to it, but I do know a lot of other people mine to it. But again, here you're paying a 1% fee. So, and again, with HiveOS, you might only be able to get that 0% fee if you're mining through HiveOS. So, again, you don't have to use HiveOS to mine the Hivon pool, but I prefer HiveOS because it makes managing the mining rigs pretty easy. So, yeah, so that's hopefully that helps. You said thanks, I'll try that. So I'm gonna go grab something real quick for the stream here, so I'm just gonna turn the music on and I will be right back.
More carrots. Don't tear it. More carrots. Where's Garrett?
Vegetables. Vegetables.
Here it come from the west side. The left side. The right brain drives me insane. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie to me. Don't fry, don't fry, don't fry your brain. More carrots. Don't tear it. More carrots. Where's Garrett?
Vegetables. Vegetables.
Here it come from the west side. The left side. The right brain drives me insane. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie to me.
Okay, sorry about that. I am back now. So, yeah. So, hopefully that helped with the mining pools. Again, with mining pools, you really can't go horribly wrong. As long as it's a reputable pool, like you saw in I can't even remember the name of it. That's not going to bring it up. Alright, we'll just type that really wrong. Ethermine. So like on Ethermine here, you can see that there's 190 terahashes with 32,000, almost 33,000 active miners currently. So that's a very large number of people that are putting their trust in this pool. As long as you've got a good number of people mining to this pool, you can't go wrong. Especially, obviously the more mining hashes and, terahashes, if you're submitting a lower hash rate, you're not going to be getting as much. But again, it's all kind of relative, and, this is a very reputable pool. Even just looking back, going to like Best Ethereum Miner, pools2miners.com, again here. So, but if you can find one that's not paying fees, again, with HiveOS, I don't know if the HiveOn pool gives a 0% fee. Let's see. Let's see, what's payout type? So it does not cut into the fee. So, okay. I was just seeing if you can mine to this without paying the fee if you're not using HiveOS. I feel like you have to use HiveOS to get that 0% fee. But again, that's personal preference. I like it. It works really well. So, and Hamza, you said the reason I want to switch is because NiceHash is paying less than other pools. Yes, that is pretty typical with NiceHash, because the way that NiceHash works is they're actually, you're probably mining Ethereum with your GPUs, and they're going ahead and converting it over into Bitcoin. So they have to cover the fee to convert your Ethereum into Bitcoin. That's kind of the same reason that, like, if you mine to unmineable, for like BTT or Shiba Inu or something, you know, those coins you can't really mine, you're not going to be getting as much dollar value. You know, if your mining rig, say, makes $10 a day mining Ethereum, you might be only getting 8 from NiceHash and 8 from Unmineable, and they're taking a $2 fee to convert that into a different coin at your convenience. So that's the reason why that you're actually getting a little bit less. You know, because I think they have a pretty big fee, and it might be 2 or 3% compared to, you know, the average of 1% on most pools. But you know, any Ethereum mining pool really that's, you know, known will do pretty good. You know, if we go to Etherscan, I'm sure they have a list there. Yeah, Etherscan. This will take me to the blocks, but yes, if we go back here, I'm sure they have a list of pools on this site. Blockchain resources, maybe. Let me see. Huh, maybe they don't, because, oh, yeah, right here, mining pools. I just can't see. So, you know, here's a list on Etherscan of all the different Ethereum, well, some of them, not all of them, but, you know, some of these ETH mining pools. So, you know, again, you can look through here and compare fees and stuff like that, but, you know, more or less they're all going to do the same thing. So, but yeah, no, I ended up moving away from NiceHash during their incident with Phoenix Miner earlier this year, I think in May. You know, to me, I'd always used Phoenix Miner, whether it was through NiceHash or personal. I've always really liked Phoenix Miner, and they, you know, accused the developers of a lot of things that really it wasn't backed by much. You know, it was a bit of a misunderstanding, but I think NiceHash really jumped the gun, and it really worried a lot of people, including myself. And because of that, I was like, you know, NiceHash has had some issues in the past. You know, I've always really liked NiceHash, and I still recommend NiceHash to people who are just starting with cryptocurrency mining, and maybe they have a gaming computer that they run, you know, play games on for a few hours and then just want to make some money overnight. NiceHash is extremely useful for that. You don't have to worry about setting up batch files. You don't have to worry about switching OSs. You can just click a button when you're ready and it starts mining. You get paid out in Bitcoin. You don't have to worry about the other altcoins, stuff like that. So it's super, super easy to use. I just personally have moved away from it and I'm mining straight Ethereum because, yes, you do get a little bit more. And like I said, they had some issues that I didn't necessarily like. So that was kind of my personal decision as well. But I see we have 3 people in here. So again, thank you to those 3 people who are here. I do appreciate the support. Again, if you guys have any opinions on the auto faucet live stream or the auto faucets in general, please let me know because I've been really enjoying them and building up some levels on some of these auto faucets. You know, it's got me pretty excited to kind of continue using them because I've seen some videos. That final auto faucet that I did a video on a few days ago, the new one, there's a guy on YouTube whose goal to make $500 from that one site within just the month of October. So, and he did a update video on, I believe, the 10th of October, so 5 days ago, and he had already made $173 or something like that. So super profitable site. It just takes some time to build it up. So I'm working on building that up and we'll continue to keep everyone updated. So I've been really enjoying that site so far, using the Loot TV and Hideout TV to build those up. But and we can always talk about more about that here in the stream if you guys did want to hear more about that. And Kevin's Crypto Tips, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by and supporting the stream here. So yeah, we're just kind of talking about all things cryptocurrency, hoping that Bitcoin makes it another, $40 here to pass 60,000 on the stream again. But if you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about, please leave a chat. You know, there's only a few people here, so we can definitely get to all of the content. And Hamza, I think, you know, switching over and mining and collecting straight Ethereum versus getting paid out in Bitcoin from NiceHash, I think will be a good way to diversify your holdings, especially with Ethereum's outlook. You know, with the EIP 1559 burn, it's going to start going up in price at some point. So the more you can get now, the better. So I would recommend switching. You know, whatever pool you go with, but getting that straight Ethereum will, I think, benefit your overall value of your holdings in the long run. So that's just my opinion, but something I just thought to mention as well. But yeah, so again, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, definitely let me know. Make sure you share the stream so we can get some more people in here. If you have any friends, family who are interested in cryptocurrency and have some questions, stuff like that, you know, the more people we can get in, the better. So yeah, like as of right now, we don't have a ton of people in here. So again, I'll probably just turn on the music for a few minutes, and I'll keep an eye on the chat if anything does come up. But oh, and Hamza, you said, yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll try other pools. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, collecting that's kind of one of the other reasons is I wanted to get some Ethereum. You know, it's nice to have a couple different coins. You know, I really only have some of the major coins, and hey, there you go, Bitcoin's $60,000. We're back in the $60,000 range, so hopefully it keeps going. You know, it's been doing a good climb over the last few days and weeks here, so you know, definitely cool. I think, you know, as it gets closer to that all-time high, and if it does cross through it, I think what's going to happen is we'll start to see some more mainstream media coverage of Bitcoin, and it will you know, probably spark some interest in more people. And I think that since May, we've seen a lot of new brokerage sites and exchange sites add the ability to trade cryptocurrency. So, you know, I think one of the bigger fears of Bitcoin, of Bitcoin is, you know, it's too late for me. You know, it's already $60,000. You know, I don't want to drop $60,000 to get one Bitcoin to hope that it goes up another 10,000. But you know, look at Ethereum. You know, I could put, you know, $4,000 into Ethereum, and for it to go up $4,000 seems a lot more likely than Bitcoin to go up another 60,000 to double. So, you know, I think the increased exchanges that support cryptocurrency will make it easier for people who are completely new to crypto to buy in. And another really big thing that I've seen that I think is kind of pushing this run with Bitcoin, you know, back up towards the all-time high, is the U.S. Is basically pointing towards accepting and making a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency ETF available on the, it might be on the New York Stock Exchange. So that I think is really cool as well. So that way people can go and invest in cryptocurrencies, a diversified cryptocurrency portfolio right within their retirement accounts or brokerage accounts, and stuff like that. So definitely really cool to kind of see that as well. But yeah, so again, I'll just go ahead and put on the music for right now. Let's see, Demented Ewar 64. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. What do you mean scam and reporting? I guess we're just talking about Bitcoin price. Not sure what you're talking about. But yeah, so you know, just hoping that that Bitcoin ETF does get put onto the you know, onto the New York Stock Exchange eventually, and you know, that will help get increase, because that will, you know, so I'm just gonna remove these messages here because I don't not sure what he was talking about. But so let's see here. All right, so yeah, so there we go. You know, that Bitcoin ETF I think is really what's going on. So yeah, ultimately all right, I don't know what's going on. He's trying to type and all that now. So but yeah, so the Bitcoin ETF is what I was saying is going to be really good because it's going to have people on Wall Street buying cryptocurrency to put into that ETF. Basically, the ETF is just going to be a big bucket of different cryptocurrencies, and it's probably going to be the main cryptocurrencies, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe some Litecoin, possibly Dogecoin. I don't know. You know, we'll have to wait and see once it does get listed what the actual holdings are, but they have to take the money that is invested and buy crypto, so it's just going to drive the price of crypto up. And as long as people, you know, a lot of the mentality in the stock market, which is pretty different from crypto, I think, is, you know, you buy and hold. So, you know, if there's a lot of people that, you know, in their investment accounts and retirement accounts that just go in and buy and hold the cryptocurrency, they will, or the crypto ETF, that will ultimately keep the Bitcoin price up because all that cryptocurrency is essentially locked in that ETF. Now, it's not, you know, constrained by anything or anything like that. You know, they can go and withdraw it whenever they want or sell off that ETF, but, you know, it's still a good step in the right direction to more people getting exposed to cryptocurrency. At least that's how I think about it. So, again, looks like there's 2 people here, so thank you for showing up. If you guys have any questions or anything else you want to hear about, please let me know in the live chat, and I'll just be keeping an eye on it. It looks like we did have a few other people pop in right after I turned the music on there, so if you guys have anything you want to hear about, definitely let me know. I'm just got the music running right now, so you know, definitely let me know in the live chat if anything else comes up. Data Race, nice to see you here. I'm glad you really liked the stream about the auto faucet. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea. You know, like I said, I've seen some other people have some luck with posting, you know, extended live streams. So I was hoping that it would, you know, attract some new people into the channel. You know, it wasn't a ton of, you know, work to have it running all the time. You know, I would just check the chat every once in a while and, you know, had it up on pretty much all of my devices and stuff so I could just check and see if anybody chatted or anything like that. So, well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, because I do think that I will probably do more eventually down the road. So, you know, I got the new auto faucets plus fire faucets, so that's definitely cool. So I'm glad some people enjoyed it. And okay, yeah, so you said you'd like to see some more of the faucet streams. So, yeah, I can definitely get that going, because, you know, like I said, I think what I'll do is probably leave this stream, you know, we'll do this one here talking for a little while, and then eventually later this weekend or maybe sometime next week, I'll start another one on that new site as well, and kind of get that going. Plus, I have the faucet collector bot as well to do a live stream with, so yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. You know, I saw some people stopping by, and, you know, it was getting a couple hundred clicks a day, so it was nice. I think it was a good way to kind of grow the community and stuff as well, because, you know, if people see, you know, the live stream, and while it might not be the most interesting, you know, for a long period of time, you know, it's nice to kind of stop in and see how it's going and stuff like that. So, and I think that's kind of what you were doing, Data Race, there. So it was kind of just stopping in every other day and stuff like that. So that was nice to see as well. So yeah, well, I'm glad you liked it, and I'll have to work on getting another one set up, especially with that new faucet. So and then you said also a strategy video on how to level up in the new final auto faucet would be cool. Yeah, I can definitely do that as well. You know, the new auto faucet, I think, has the ability to earn a lot of cryptocurrency as you build it up. You know, that's the only issue is, you know, it's going to take some time to build up. You know, I think I just got to level 18 this morning, which is a pretty good bonus, but you know, as you build it up, and there's a bunch of different ways that you can go on the site. You know, they have their own coin that I've been doing a little bit of research on. I have a friend who's done a little bit more research on it than I have with the space coin. If you want to, you know, go check out his channel, it's Kevin's Crypto Tips. He stopped in here, but definitely go check out his channel. He's got a good video on the space coin and all that for that, and it kind of helps build up some boosts and stuff over there. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can go, and I've been, you know, just running the Loot TV and the Hideout TV right now to claim as many points as possible, but more importantly is the experience points you get from that. So I'm doing some experimenting and seeing, you know, with the staking and all of that, if I can earn more experience through that. But yeah, I think it's definitely a good site, and, you know, in the long run, you know, sticking with it can be really profitable. And hey, you know, that guy on YouTube I mentioned that was making, you know, his goal was $500 in a month from a faucet. Hey, if I can get, you know, half of that, $250 from a single faucet in a month, I think would be a really good payout. So And of course, there's all the people here on the channel that always think, faucets are never worth it. You're never going to get a lot of money. You're not going to get rich. And, well, you might not get rich, but if you could get an extra $500 a month for doing next to nothing, wouldn't you want to take that opportunity? So you got to put in a little bit of work up front, but again, it's still, in my opinion, a lot easier to build up and get free crypto than even using something like free Bitcoin, which, again, I really like free Bitcoin, but you still have to be in front of the computer to claim from it. So these auto faucets kind of take that to the next level and allow you to claim from wherever, whenever, as long as your computer's online. So I'll definitely get working on some strategy videos and kind of keep you guys up to date on what's going on there. Something else that I just kind of thought that we could talk about here. Again, it looks like we have a few people in here. So again, if you guys have anything you want to talk about or hear about in the stream, please let me know. In the live chat, I'm definitely willing to answer your questions, stuff like that. So something else that I just thought about talking about here on the stream is Rollercoin's new update. So I don't know if anybody here, we've got 4 people, I don't know if anyone plays Rollercoin that much, but I really enjoy the site, and I've been working on building up my mining farm here. And their season 2 was released with some issues last week, so I did a video on it, but kind of give you my thoughts on it live here. We got Dark Star as their event pass, so I did get the ticket to be able to get all the prizes, and if I can save up enough for this, I will just purchase that, because the XP and all that, I don't really have the time to sit and play all of these games, 40 games a week, just to get 15 XP. So you're doing 80, 160 games a week. It's not so much that the games aren't fun, it's more that the games take so long to load in between each game. So it might take you 30 seconds to a minute to play the game, but then you're waiting another 15 to 30 seconds for it to load, and then you gotta go back and all that. So it takes a lot of time. But as I'll continue collecting the easier XP things, and then eventually this price will keep going down, and I'll just purchase that when I can. So definitely really cool. They did have a 4x week on Dogecoin, so I actually switched over to mine Dogecoin. What I'll probably do is just convert it back over to the RLT, which is that's what I'm trying to get, is RLT, to purchase those things, that event pass and all that. So one of the new miners here, the anti-phase, 125,000 gigahashes is the first one I've gotten, plus I got this crystal one or whatever from one of the boxes that you can open. So definitely really cool. I, again, have been enjoying Rollercoin. I'm almost filled up in this room, as you can see, so I'm going to end up having to purchase the next room here pretty soon, which is pretty exciting. So you can see that I am at 810th place. I did lose a few of the free petahashes from the last season, so I'm hoping to continue and move back up towards the top 500 again. But I've been enjoying the site and all of that, so I enjoy doing updates, once a month, or all of that. So I'll probably, once I am able to purchase the all of the rewards and stuff, I'll probably make an update video on how that went and all of that. So definitely really cool. I think they're working to make it better and kind of grow the site. They do have a marketplace section that is coming soon, so I think that will be really cool. So you can kind of sell off maybe some of the ones that are a little bit slower. 8,000 gigahashes. Yeah, it's helping, but not a ton, compared to like these guys down here that are 155,000 gigahashes or 155 terahashes versus 8. So definitely cool. I really like this site. I think it's a fun game, and I have gotten paid out from it before, so I know it's paying and all that. So it's a cool way to go about it and earn, some extra crypto and all of that. So check out the video I did for the full in-depth on the Dark Star season. Again, I feel like the challenges are a little bit too hard, and originally they started having these at 80. And there were a lot of complaints in the Discord saying, 80 games just isn't gonna happen, and I still think 40 games is too many. You know, if it was 40 across all 4 of these, you know, 10 of each, maybe that would be a little bit more doable, but in the first week, I spent a couple good hours playing the games, and one of the issues is you play the game, you have to wait for it to cool down after playing it, so you can't just play one game over and over and over again. You have to switch between the two, and, you know, I played for like an hour or so, and I thought, you know, man, I've got to be making some good progress. I got to be close to getting these done. You know, I was flipping between Token Blaster and Cryptonoid. So I was flipping between the two, and I was like, man, waiting, and I actually got to a point where the cooldown was so long that I ended up started to play the Token Surfer as well, because it was taking, you know, I would finish Cryptonoid, and this one would still be cooling down. So I come and look, and I've only played maybe 15 of each game, and I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I would be so much further ahead. So, you know, I think 40's still a little high. Now, that's my opinion, and I know there are things out there that, you know, play the games for you, but they're cracking down on that, and, you know, I agree, you know, don't, you know, use bots and stuff to hack the game, but again, you know, I think it was just a little bit too high, so maybe they'll change it in the future. But I get why they do that, because they get a lot of their money from the ads that are shown when you play the games, you know, like these banner ads. But again, you know, unless your full-time job is playing on this website, you know, it's a bit of a time commitment. So that's my thoughts on it. But again, you know, I'm not the developer, I'm not the owner, so nothing I can really do. So still a cool site. I really like it, and, you know, I will continue to keep everyone updated here through, you know, just regular recorded videos, but definitely a kind of a cool site. So well, if there's anything else anybody wants to talk about, definitely let me know. I'll probably let the stream go for another few minutes here, and then we'll probably get ready to wrap it up if there isn't any other chats or anything else people want to hear about. So thank you guys for showing up again. I do appreciate it. You know, the channel's been growing really well. I've been enjoying making the videos, and I'm thinking the focus of the channel is probably over the next few weeks going to shift back towards, you know, the original Bitcoin tips and be more of a faucet type of channel, which, you know, I always really like faucets, so you know, I hope everybody else likes them too. You know, it's really easy to get started with them and all that, and I've been really enjoying those auto faucets, so I think the shift is going to start to move back towards that. So definitely kind of a cool thing, and I've also been, you know, like I said, doing those YouTube shorts, which, you know, sometimes do really well, sometimes don't do too great. So those are kind of cool as well, but again, thank you for showing up. I'll put the music on for the next 5 or 10 minutes. If no one else chats in, we'll probably wrap it up here. Thanks again. Data Race, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the support, and yeah, I'll definitely get to work on some strategy videos and getting some more, longer, extended auto faucet live streams up and running. So again, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one. But alright, so yeah, it looks like we've got 3 people here still, so again, if anything else comes up, definitely let me know, but I'll probably get ready to wrap it up here in the next few minutes. But definitely looks promising in the crypto markets, and all that. Bitcoin's hovering right around the between 59 and 60,000 mark. So again, like I said, this kind of slower gain, I think, is a little bit more stable and a little bit more protected. I think it's better for everything to go up slowly. So definitely cool. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like this stream and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've been doing videos every other day, plus YouTube shorts on the days that I'm not uploading full videos. So keep an eye out for the next live stream on the auto faucets. That'll probably start sometime next week or maybe later this weekend. I'm not sure. So definitely cool, but thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I do hope to see you in the next stream and in the next video. Thanks for stopping